over here. Well, Inky, darling.
Inky?
Oh, don't you remember? I used to call you that.
Oh, Inky. Oh, yeah.
Do you remember what you used to call me?
Oh, don't tell me now.
Well, it rhymes. Instead of Inky, it's...
Kinky. No. Stinky? No.
Pinky.
Oh, Pinky.
Do you remember why you used to call me Pinky?
Well, I suppose it was because,
On that nature ramble. Do you remember? When I got into a difficult situation with my gym slip and you helped me out of it.
I did?
Oh, yes. Don't you remember? I got my skirt caught on some barbed wire and you unhitched it for me.
Oh.
That was when you decided to call me Pinky. You naughty boy.
Hey, you've got an awfully nice place here, I must say.
Oh, yes. I suppose. You're going to tell me now that you don't remember what happened behind the gym.
Well, what did happen behind the gym?
Oh, I knew you'd have gotten... You'd be jolly proud of yourself when I remind you.
Sure hope so.
Oh, yes. You were magnificent.
What?
Oh, yes. If you remember, Tompkins was being rather beastly to me behind the gym.
Tompkins was?
Yes, but luckily you came along and rescued me.
Oh. Well, I was on the boxing team. I was a bit useful in those days.
Yeah.
What did I do? Give Tompkins a good hiding?
Yes, you jolly well did.
That was George Tompkins of the Fifth.
No, Priscilla Tompkins of the Fourth.
Priscilla?
Yes, and you know, ever since then, I've thought of you as sort of my Sir Galahad.
Oh.
You know, I dream about you sometimes, especially after watching you on television.
I hope they're not nightmares.
Oh, dear, no. Would you like it now or later?
Well, when Dickie goes off the air, it's Tommy Cooper's turn in the 7:25 slot, and he romps back with a load of well-loved gags and tricks that always go wrong in a new series of Life with Cooper.
Life with Cooper averaged an ABC network rating of 49 last January.
Here's an army joke I'd like to tell you now. No, this is a good army joke. This is the best one I've ever stowed. Listen to this. Another man on sentry, like this, 4 o'clock in the morning, same time. A little bit different. It's raining and thunder and lightning. Very dark, and he's on sentry like that, and he falls asleep. Which is a crime, isn't it? On duty. Could be inside. 10 years. Like that. All of a sudden, the orderly sergeant comes around, the orderly officer, orderly sergeant like that with a stick under his arm, big moustache like that. Hurricane lamp, orderly officer, like that. Sentry! Sentry! This fellow's like that. Sentry! 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 Like that. All of a sudden, the sergeant's right in front of him like that with a big moustache and stick like that. Looking at him like that. Hurricane lamp, orderly officer here. This fellow's like that. And he opens his eyes a little bit like that. Not much, just a little bit. And he can see it right in front of him like that. So he's got to think quick, hasn't he? Otherwise he's inside, 20 years. So he goes, he opens his eyes and he goes, Amen.
Well, now it's 7:55, and for ABC viewers, that means time for the big feature film. In the winter list are some big American features. Frank Sinatra and Debbie Reynolds in The Tender Trap, Bing Crosby and Grace Kelly in The Country Girl, Doris Day in Love Me or Leave Me. And there are some British classics too, like The Cruel Sea and Ice Cold in Alex.
What's our chance of getting through the minefield?
My foot.
Well, at 10:05, we change pace again and go into the variety hour. This winter, that means the Palladium, some new variety spectaculars, and more shows from Morecambe and Wise.
Last winter, Variety Hour achieved an average TAM rating of 56 in the Midlands and 57 in the North.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. First of all, I'd like to tell you about some of the interesting people that we have on the show. I'm sure you're going to enjoy them very much. We have some great persons. What are you doing?
Well, it's fairly obvious what I'm doing, isn't it?
What?
I'm trying to take a candid picture of you so I can show my children. They don't realise I know you, you know. You're a big star to them, huh? Wigan Hall. Oh, my word.
I didn't know you were interested in it.
I've always been interested in it. Then I realised I was getting too old for it, so I took up photography.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Photography.
Ah, well, there you are. So never the twain shall meet.
How about
What?
if I pose and you take a portrait of me?
I tell you what.
What?
How about if you posed and I took a portrait of you?
That's what I just said.
Well, will you speak up? I didn't hear.
Oh,
Hey, ready?
yes.
Right, because I know everything there is to know about
Oh,
me.
you do?
Oh, what? Eh?
F8.
Pardon?
F8.
Who what?
You're using a fast shutter speed? 250? What ASA? The light's not very good, is it?
What is he? He lives in a dream world of his own. What are you talking about?
Photography.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I always use a filter.
Well, he's walking too much. That's your fault.
And there's just one more programme that takes us to the end of ABC's winter weekends in the North and Midlands and winds up this preview. I'm sure that I don't really need to give you the name.
Yes, it's the Eamonn Andrews Show, which will be on the screen every Sunday with more guests worth watching and be getting the sort of ratings it did last winter, when it scored an average of 41 in the Midlands and 46 in the North.
The scene will be late one Sunday night in the Garnett household. Mum chewing a bag of toffees and the kids are necking on the sofa, as usual. And I'm reading the paper and I say, look, how can I concentrate on my paper with you chewing them toffees and him licking our ear holes out there? Disgusting. I'm going to bed. And then Rita will say, but Dad, aren't you going to watch the Eamonn Andrews Show? And I say, what? Sit up half a night to watch that misbegotten Irish git? Smarming. Smarming up to all them film stars. Look, you know why he's over here, don't you? And Mum will say, no, but I suppose you do. And I, shut up, you silly moo. Look, the reason he's over here, see, is because your Irish government has sent him over here to disrupt all our means of communication, see? See, and when a word comes through from Dublin, see, all them thick micks are digging up our roads, coupled with all that national insurance money, see, they're all going to rise up and take over this country, and you know who's going to be in charge, don't you? Hey, you know who'd be up there number 10 Downing Street, don't you? Who'd be Prime Minister? Eamonn bloody Andrews.
Well, that's it. Thanks very much indeed for watching our preview, and goodbye for now.
ready, steady. Get defiant this Christmas. Tune into your Co-op store and see the sensational range of space-age home entertainers. Defiant transistors, the super modern battery portables for the sounds of 1967. Defiant record players for the discerning disc lovers. Super 4-speed auto changers. Defiant radiograms, transistor models from 50 guineas. Defiant for rent or buy dual standard TV sets from 66 guineas. Defiant for the latest in tape recorders. Deluxe twin tracks from 22 guineas. Defiant means easy terms, and there's Co-op dividend too. Defiant means top quality, low prices. Available from any of these cooperative societies. Decide on Defiant.
When you buy a Thornton's Easter egg, you can have any name you like written on free while you wait. Another Thornton's special service. And just look at the range. From this at 2 shillings, there are prices to suit all pockets. All made of the finest milk chocolate by the makers of the famous special toffee. When you buy a Thornton's Easter egg, you can have any name written on free while you wait at any Thornton's chocolate cabin. There are lots in the North and Midlands, and they're open on Good Friday.
Hello again. As we approach a much-needed value-for-money Christmas, here from Davenport's are some ideas for your bar at home. First, make keen your appetite with that perfect aperitif, Tia Pepe. More and more customers now enjoy this very fine sherry produced in the Spanish bodegas of Gonzales Bias. For Tia Pepe delights both the heart and palate. Tia Pepe. And as we near the festive season, mark on your list Asti Martini, the exciting, sparkling wine from sunny Italy. Asti Martini, the happy, festive bubbly which makes even the simplest occasion seem like a grand celebration. Asti Martini. Also at your party, serve snowballs. This is the with it drink, made by simply adding lemonade or dry ginger to De Kuyper's Black Hen Advocaat. It's easy, it's quick, it's delicious. De Kuyper's Advocaat makes the super snowball, De Kuyper's. Our most famous South African sherry is RSL, a full-strength, rich cream golden sherry. Taste for yourself why they call RSL the first of all South African sherries, RSL. Incidentally, we at Davenport's give an immediate cash discount off all wines and spirits, not just some, but all wines and spirits. And when we made soft drinks available for our customers, we naturally wanted the very best, and after much testing decided unanimously on our whites. Their sparkling minerals, produced under the most hygienic conditions, make our whites the soft drinks Davenport's men are proud to deliver. So for the youngsters, or to make your own shandies, it's our whites minerals. You know, it's nice to relax with a really good drink in the safety and comfort of your own home. You also save money. Where else can you get a glass of prize-winning best bitter for 10pence halfpenny? Pint Guinness for 2 and 6pence halfpenny. Less than 1 and 3pence halfpenny a glass. And Guinness, conditioned by Davenport's, is Guinness at its best. Last Christmas, the increased demand for our top brew, the nation's top prize winner, really shook us. So let's have your orders early. The weather may be bad, but believe me, a glass of Davenport's top brew will warm the cockles of your heart. Cheers.
Here's real holiday independence, BEA Fly Drive Holidays. All the speed and comfort of a BEA flight to wherever you choose without the tiring frustrations of a long drive. Pick up your self-drive car at the airport and drive off feeling fresh and relaxed. And it's so easy. You book your Avis car when you book your flight. The choice of cars is enormous. For example, a party of 4 can have an Avis Seat 600D waiting for them at Barcelona from 4 guineas each per week with unlimited mileage. And there's an extra £25 currency allowance for the car. For a great motoring holiday, go BEA Fly Drive. For details of this and other BEA holidays, fill in this coupon in the TV Times. See your BEA travel agent, Avis office, or write to me, Jean Gordon, BEA Travel Service, care of ABC Television, London W5.
Here's a practical tip from Roll Plug. This hole is 1.5 inches deep, yet I drilled it in a matter of seconds. The secret? This Roll Plug durium drill. It's durium tipped, that's the point, and it's the fastest cutting masonry drill ever made. The cutting edges are extremely tough and remain sharp for hundreds of holes. This patented fluting quickly removes the drilling spoil from the cutting tip, ensures fast penetration and freedom from clogging, enabling you to drill accurate holes in brick, slate, marble, tile, or any type of masonry. A durium drill will save you hours of hard work. They're available in a wide range of sizes and cost from 9 and 6 pence. Roll Plug products never let you down.
Whatever the occasion for celebration, choose a gift that's special.
Just see his delight when he holds an Asahi Pentax. Give him the world's finest camera to record every happy occasion in his future. Asahi Pentax. Asahi Pentax. Asahi Pentax for that special gift. Give an Asahi Pentax, the special camera.
Don't forget, wherever you are, you can send flowers to anywhere by Interflora.
Tomorrow at 5:10, there's the start of a new weekly series which looks at television itself. Did You See? It's introduced by Ludovic Kennedy, and this week reviews BBC One's new documentary series on prison life, Strange Ways, Andrea Newman's latest success, Mackenzie, and Shoestring, with a visit behind the scenes of this popular private eye series and an interview with its creator. And Sue Peacock presents a new quiz for viewers. That's the first of Did You See? Tomorrow at 5:10 here on BBC Two. You're watching BBC Two, now with the first in a new series of Playhouse. Caught on a Train by Stephen Polyakov.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely play. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in the stage plays many.
Just cut the comedy.
That's not comedy, that's Pucker Shakespeare.
Is this all right for the film?
Not now, Staveley, get out of it. Blimey, Goldie's got out again.
Really, Tone, I'm a chicken.
A chicken. Oh, wait a minute. It's a great switch on bunnies. A great idea. We're going to have you in the movie, baby.
Me in your movie? Do you know, I thought little girls had to do naughty things to get into film.
Oh, dear. It makes me sick. It's like Mrs. Thursday.
So, what's your name, baby?
Esmeralda Staveley Smythe.
Smythe. You keep out of this, I told you.
Oh, we got a great little trio. Great start to the picture. Now, you're looking unhappy, Tony, baby. What's the matter, huh? I'll fetch one right up the floor from you. Okay. Now, let's move it up. Around here. Right,
Look, just leave me alone. I'll just do it all in the middle.
That'll be all right. I think maybe Toulouse back at the door, and you chicken...
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda,
Please listen.
stay at the door, you know, greeting. And Tony, you move back out into the street, you know, greeting the guests, you know.
But from the street? But I should be nearest the camera. After all, it's my restaurant. It's me they come to see.
Yeah, a little further back, Tony, will you? That's right, chicken, that's right. Yes, me. And the Toulouse, a nice big smile, you know, style. Tony, back a bit, will you? Tony, back.
But I'll be in the street.
Yeah, well, don't worry. Back further, Tony.
But I won't be in the film. I'll be in the street.
Look, will you keep going, Tony? Keep going out there in the street. Right. Swing in London.
I'm in the street!
Swing in London, take 5. Action!
And who left the lift doors open?
Another big look at the India Autoway, the deep down safety tire. See these India wiping edges? In weather like this, they sweep water aside so India's deep cling rubber can really get to grips with the road. And look, deep India gripping edges for giant gripping power. Yes, for long tire life and safety that goes deep down, get India Autoway.
We had a party last night. It's a wonder the place isn't in a worse shape. You know how it is. You leave things overnight, takes twice as long to put them right. A bit like forgetting to watch your weight. Still, I watch mine every morning with the Kellogg's Special K breakfast. Fruit juice, black coffee or tea with lemon, a big bowl of Special K, a little milk and sugar, less than 250 calories the lot. The Weight Watchers breakfast with Kellogg's Special K. The tasty way to help you stay trim.
Hold it. 15 seconds from now, you'll see the picture he just took. See? With the Polaroid land camera, you get bright, sharp pictures in 15 seconds. Snap, pull, peel. It's that easy. Is there any better way to get pictures of the family?
Having trouble, George? Why not get yourself a killer spray? Just pump it up, and you can spray continuously. One-handed. Fine mist. Coarse spray. Or jet. Here, you can borrow it. Here's your killer spray back, Henry. I've bought one.
Kill garden pests the easy way with Killer Spray from 49 and 6.
Joy for each girl and boy is smartest. What a lot I got.
Speaking as a señorita from Havana, I can tell you a thing or two about men. They just adore.
Don't sell us cigars.
In a few seconds, the rediffusion production, This Week, The Arts. But first, I'd like to mention that there'll be full coverage of Wimbledon 1967 on independent television, starting on Monday afternoon at 1:45.
In tonight's programme, we're going to look at one of the increasing number of talented ballet companies in this country. But first, the big news of this week in the arts, censorship, or rather, a proposal to abolish it. For generations, anyone in Britain who wanted to put on a play has had to get permission for it in advance from the Lord Chamberlain. He's an official of the Queen's household, and therefore, of course, not elected and not answerable to anyone who is. And the stage is the only form of art or communication in this country which is subject to compulsory censorship. Well, the day before yesterday, a joint committee of both Houses of Parliament and all the main political parties published a unanimous report in which they proposed that this censorship should be abolished and nothing put in its place. It says there should be no voluntary self-censorship of the kind they have in the film industry and no censorship by local authorities. They think the theatre should just be subject to the common law like everything and everyone else. They recommend, though, that the Obscene Publications Act should be extended to plays and other performances, and heavy fines imposed on people in the theatre found guilty of breaking it. Well, now, Michael Foote, you were one of the people on the committee that produced this report. What chance do you think it's got of becoming law?
I think it's got every chance, particularly because of the committee reporting unanimously. When there was a previous committee that examined the whole question of theatre censorship in the year 1909, they recommended 50 years ago or more that the thing should be abolished, but they were very narrowly divided and therefore nothing was done about it. But on this occasion I believe that the fact that everybody on the committee has eventually agreed will mean that the government will support a measure of this kind if it's introduced by a private member, or at any rate provide time for it, and I think it'll go through in the next session of the House of Parliament.
Who do you expect to oppose it?
I suppose there will be a few who will oppose it, but again I emphasize that all the arguments that we went through have been such that all those who argued against the change in the committee have eventually subdued or withdrawn their opposition, and therefore I think that will happen in the House of Commons. Maybe some will still vote against it, but I think we'll have a big majority.
Why did you rule out alternative forms of censorship like the one they have in the film industry? That has surprised a lot of people, I think.
Well, it doesn't exactly rule it out. That the film industry has a voluntary censorship of its own. But what we were opposed to, and this was the biggest argument in the committee, the main point of dissension, everybody there was in favour of abolishing the Lord Chamberlain as the censor, but some people argued that there ought to be a kind of system of a voluntary censorship whereby any playwright or play producer could get a kind of certificate from a body saying that this was a proper play to be produced, and that they would then be guaranteed against any prosecution, leaving anyone to put on a play if they wanted to, still without pre-censorship, but running the risk of a prosecution. Now, we were against that primarily because we thought that would mitigate against the adventurous play. It would make it more likely that adventurous plays would be prosecuted, and this was the matter on which we discussed in greater detail than possibly any other subject, and we came to the conclusion, I think quite rightly, that the simplest solution was the best.
So, in 15...
Super Totteridge.
Pardon? Yes, very well interrupted. Pardon is the right answer. What Caesar Borgia said in his famous letter to Louis XII.
Well done, Tom.
I couldn't hear what he said. I don't know what he was talking about.
Never mind, you knew the answer before you even asked the question. Great. Marvellous.
What a fluke.
Well, I didn't hear you say pardon.
Because I hadn't done anything, had I? I can't belch at will.
Will? Will who?
Will you shut up for a start?
Will you shut up for a start? That's a funny name, too. I like that. I don't think it's funny.
Your question is in 3 parts, 10 points for each part, and all on classical mythology.
Ah, it's my subject.
First question for 10. Who was Isis?
Oh, come on, it's your subject. Come on, drain brain. It's your subject. Go on, who was Isis?
Who was Isis? How can I answer a question like that?
Well, what's wrong with it?
Who was Isis? What are Isis? Now that I can answer.
Well, tell him.
Isis are that which you suck.
I shall need a little more than that.
And you'll get it, mate. Right in the gob.
No, stop it, Frank, stop it.
What has he got? 3 choruses of Danny Boy?
Super Totteridge.
Oh, Danny boy.
What's up with them? Look at the pair of you. Stop looking at them. Making them laugh, having your own jokes. You two are enough to make your captain lose your pips.
Mr. Chairman, could we have some order from that ridiculous rabble and get on with the challenge?
Well, I didn't hear you answering any questions, mate.
Shut your face, you.
Shut your
Can we get straight on to your last question, please? For 10 points, how long was Hadrian Emperor of Rome?
Oh, Hadrian, Emperor of Hadrian. Come on, Frank, come on.
Wait a minute, I haven't found the aces yet. Wait a minute, let's get it.
What have you got under there?
Pardon?
I shall have to cut you off.
Pardon?
I'm afraid I shall have to cut you off.
Oh, sadist.
Just a minute. May we confer?
Yes? Well?
No idea.
Clueless, can you take it?
It's no good. It's a waste of time asking any of them down there. Get out of it.
Time's up. The answer is 21 years. A bonus of 50 coming up. You're started for 10. A famous German poet, dramatist and philosopher was born in Frankfurt in Maine in 1749. Nobody got it yet? All right, carry on. And died in the small duchy of Weimar in the same year as Sir Walter Scott. Nobody? Carry on. He was said to have placed his nation at the head of the intellectual movement of the century. His family belonged to the well-to-do burgher class, and his whole life was spent in conditions of prosperity and comfort. And throughout his life, he maintained a high degree of simplicity and austerity in material things. In 1765, he entered Leipzig University as a law student. Here he spent 3 restless years distinguishing himself on the one hand for unusual wisdom, and on the other for recklessness, extravagance, and cruelty behavior, waywardness, and melancholy alternating with high spirits. At Strasbourg, he studied art, gained his degree of Dr. Juris, and wrote some of the most beautiful lyrics under the inspiration of Frederica Brienne. His life at Wetzlar in 1772 gave him the inspiration for Werther. He was in close friendship with Kästner's betrothed Charlotte Buff. The book caused a tremendous sensation abroad as well as in Germany. He then lived in Frankfurt, where his acquaintance was sought by the most notable men of the day. Among others, Klopstock, Lavater, Barthedorf, Jacobi, and Storm. In 1775, he accepted an invitation from Duke Karl August to the court of Weimar, and the strong attachment that already existed between the two men was deep, and Weimar became Karl's home. He took part in public life, and created the Heimat, and then president of the Chamber of Finance, and was noted in 1792. His intellectual activities were stimulated by the Duke and his wife, and a circle of brilliant friends, including Kneller, Wieler, and Schiller. His love for Charlotte Bernstein, which lasted 10 years, and inspired and died in 1832. Well, nobody's going to get it.
Oh, they got it all right.
There goes the gong, so the match ends in a draw.
I'm afraid we won.
No, it's a draw. They've got no points and you've got no points.
We've got 3 points.
I'm sorry, you haven't.
Yes, we have. Ready, chaps? 3 points coming up. Now! Oh!
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun it is to ride a one-horse open sleigh. Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're gliding along with a song of a wintry fairyland. You'd better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. 'Cause baby, I am telling you why. I'm gonna tell you that the Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Well, the little tin horns and the little toy drums, the Rudy Toot Toot and the Rummy Tum Tum. Santa Claus is coming to town. Well, the kids in girl and boyland will have a jubilee. They're gonna build a toyland all around the Christmas tree. So you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Well, you better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Chocolate treats. Creamy milk chocolate in a crisp candy coat. Take a few. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand. Treats, peanut toffee and all chocolate.